First of all, very good morning to all of you. And I am Preeti Chaudhary, Assistant Professor in Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College from IT Department. So my topic is today I will discuss on DQ and second one is priority queue. Topic is this DQ. In DQ we will discuss some subtopics, that is types of DQ, and second is operation on DQ and application of DQ. And second topic is of this session, this is a priority queue. Same thing, some topic, types of priority queue, application of priority queue, and some operation of priority queue. So this is a first is what is DQ. DQ means double ended queue. Double ended queue means here insertion and deletion is both side. It is front and it is rear. So insertion is here do, and insertion and deletion both operation work on end. So DQ stands for double ended queue. DQ is a linear data structure where the insertion and deletion operation are performed in both sides, front side and end side, that is called a rear side. We can say that the DQ is generalized the version of queue. In you know that the in queue we can only queue is work on FIFO. Only if you want to delete some element, then move to front side, but if you want to add some element, then use to end side. So there are some two types of DQ. One is input restrict queue and second one is output restricted queue. What is this input restricted queue? Means input insertion only one side, insertion operation perform only one direction, that is here. In front, insertion is only one direction here, but deletion is deletion operation is performed in both direction. First one is front and rear. Then what is the second point is output restricted queue. According to output restricted queue means output operation only perform in one direction, like there deletion is here, but input insertion in both direction. Now some operation are performed on DQ. There are the some following operations that can be applied on a DQ. These are the some operation. First one is insertion at a front, means you want to insert any element in front. Second one, insertion at rear, you want to insert some element at the rear. Deletion in a front, you want to delete some element, you want to delete particular element from front side. And fourth one is deletion at rear, you want to delete a particular element from rear side. Okay, these are the four operation performed on DQ. But except from this algorithm, we use some operation also. That is, if you want to get a front item, from DQ, if you want to rear item from DQ, and fourth one is it check whether the DQ is full or not, if the condition is overflow and condition is underflow operations. Now first operation is there, insertion at the front. What is the insertion at the front? Let's suppose we have a queue, 0, 1, 2 is the according to array, and 7 is the front value according to this, and front equal to 0. Now you want to insert a front end you want to add here. Let's suppose I want to insert 5 here, then but it is already fill, so it is not work. So but in DQ you can also insert other direction. So 5 is moved to there, and now front is here. So you can insert your element 5 is here. Got it? So last final output of this Q 7 is now your front is 4. Now your front is 4 and rear value is 2. Now insertion at the rear end. Now you want to insert some element at the end, yeah, at the rear end. Let's suppose again take an example here 7, 3, 1, 3, 4. These are the some example of same. Front is here and rear is here. So you want to insert a element, you want to insert a any number in at the end, at the rear end. So you can easily insert because you can both side, you can insert and delete both side. So easily you can insert, your element is 5, so you can easily insert the 5. So in this operation the element is inserted from the rear of the Q. Rear of the Q means from this direction. Okay, before implementing the operation we first have check whether the Q is full and not. Ab how to check this? Is condition is in further I tell you in further slided. Okay, so if Q is empty, then both front and so first of all, if you want to rear, so before insert your number, then you check it is empty or not. So how to check it empty or not? Let's suppose we take an example this, and now you want to insert it is your front and it is your rear. So there is a condition equal to if f equal to 0 and rear equal to n minus 1. What is n minus 1? This is the indexing size. And if this condition is here, then you cannot insert any number of this array, of this Q. So, and there is a second condition is occur also. If 3, 4, look, let's suppose it is a R rear number and front according to this example. According to this example, front is R plus 1. R plus 1. R plus 1, this is, so again you cannot insert any number of this. So here R equal to these 3 and front equal to R plus 1. So from this condition you cannot insert any number of this in Q. Now third operation, third one is you want to delete any number from given Q. So you want to delete, first of all this condition is you want to delete front at front end. Front end is there. Okay, so if you want to delete 7, then you can easily delete, no change. So first of all check the same condition. It is if you want to do work on these operation, before these operation you apply, you checked it is empty, yeah, it is not empty, it is full, means underflow and overflow conditions 0, 1, 2. Then again check this condition. If has only one element, so set rear equal to -1 and front equal to also -1. Else if front at the end means front size equal to size -1, means set that time size equal to 0. Else increase the front by 1 and that time front is front plus 1. Let's suppose solve this. You want this is now front is equal to 0, or you want to delete 7. If you want to delete 7, so you can easily delete it, but now front is what value? Now front is plus 1. So now front is 1. Okay. Okay, deletion at the rear end. Deletion in this operation, element is deleted from the rear at the end. Before implementing this operation, you first check whether this queue is empty and empty or not. Otherwise, you apply your some algorithm of this for this operation. If your queue is empty, then create a underflow condition. If you want to otherwise, your dq is only the element rear equal to -1 and front equal to -1. Okay, that's right. If rear equal to 0, then you set rear and -1 or decrease the rear by 1. Same like this, it is the rear. Now condition is 2, it is the rear value is 1 and indexing value is 2, and you want to delete 1. If you want to delete 1, then set n-1. Rear, what is this? Now rear, what is this? 2. And if you delete this, if you delete 1, then move to decrease direction. So these are the two remaining check empty and check value is what empty, and if your front value and mean value is rear value is -1, then you can say that it is empty. Otherwise, you can that if you cannot insert the value, then you can say that it is full. Now say now application of DQ. There is some DQ. DQ can used in both stack and queue. How? I tell you. DQ in both condition, I tell you, because it is insert and delete both side. Or you know what? Stack is work on LIFO and Q is works on FIFO. Last in first out, और ये first in first out. This is your key. If you insert some value here, then you can also delete some value from there, because inserting and deletion both operation perform at the same direction. So DQ is works used for stack and queue. Second one is DQ can be used a palindrome checkers, means if we read the string from both end, then easily check it is 1 2 3 and 3 2 1. Now next topic is your priority queue. What is priority queue? Priority queue is also is an abstract data type. It is behaves just similarly normal queue, except each element has some priority. For example, element with the highest priority then comes to priority queue, and which element have lowest priority and comes to later in a priority queue. So priority queue support only the comfortable element, which means that the element is arranged. It is a two-way ascending order and descending order. Let's suppose we take an example here 1 3 4 8 12 22. Okay, these are the some element or you want to insert in a priority queue. So according to in ascending order, we take it in ascending order. So 1 priority is highest and 22 priority is lowest. Okay, according to ascending. So 1 is first position, so it is insert at first, then 3, then 4 according to their priority. Now some characteristic of a priority queue. Priority queue have, first one is कि all element have associated with their priority. Second one is element with the higher priority will be deleted before. Let's suppose 11, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. According to these number, 1 is a highest priority and 8 is a lowest priority. If you want to delete any number, so you want to delete higher priority number is first as compared to lower priority number. Got it? And two element of priority queue have the same priority. Let's suppose in this queue 1, 2, 4, 2 and 8 like this. 0 have a highest priority, 2 is the decreased priority as compared to 1. But there is a, these two number is same. So is two number priority is same? No, it depends to ordering. This number is first, then highest priority, and this number is second, that is the lower priority as compared to first number. It is works on same principle FIFO. Now types of priority. Types of priority classified into the two types of priority. First one is ascending order and second one is descending order. According to ascending order, in lower priority number is given the high priority and a higher number is given priority the lowest. Let's suppose we take example here also 2, 6, 7, 10, 11. These are the some number, and according to priority queue, 2 is the highest priority and 11 is the lowest priority. So in a descending order that number in descending order priority queue is a higher priority number is given the higher. That number is higher, then priority is also highest, and in number is lowest and priority is also lowest. Let's suppose we take example here 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So according to this example, 10 is the highest priority and 6 is the lowest priority in descending order priority queue. So now I tell you the representation of priority queue. अब priority queue को according to linked list how to represent. So now we will how to represent the priority queue through one way list. It is the information. Second one is the priority queue and third one is link. We will create a priority queue by using a list before in info contain. हमारे पास सेकंड लिस्ट इज फॉर अ प्रायोरिटी नंबर्स, इट इज नंबर और प्रायोरिटी, एंड सेकंड नंबर इज इट कॉल्ड अ लिंक. लेट्स सपोज वी टेक एग्जांपल हियर. It is start representation as a linked list. So according to this values, we can send it it is the highest priority. ठीक है, highest priority is 1, information is 3 and location and link is 0 and start from 3. So your start value is given, indexing is 3. Okay, 300 is the location, even number, and 1 is the priority. Now check second priority. Second priority 2 and 2, and there is a 2 number, 206 number. 2 number is here and have a same priority, but it is work on FIFO. जो first come then first serve. So first we take this location, after that we will take this location, then 202 or then 102. Got it? Now 3 position, find out the 3 priority. 3 priority in which number? This number. This is a link. This is a link of next node, but according to priority we check this and this only. So 600 is third priority. Next number is 600 and priority is 1. Next is 4. 4, this and this same priority, but it is work on FIFO. Then you will take firstly this, after that this. Okay, got it? So this is the link representation of priority queue. Now implementation of priority queue. The priority queue can be implemented the 4-way, including linked list, heap data structure, binary search tree, and heap data structure. The most element way to implementing the priority queue. So we will be implement the priority queue using the heap data structure main topic. Means there is some analysis of complexity using the some implementation. So you can take the 4-way. First one is implementation according to linked list, implementation according to binary heap, and implementation of search tree. So binary heap is the best way of priority queue. Got it? Now example of heap is also the heap is the example of priority queue here, because it is the best implementation according to time complexity. So what is heap? Heap is a tree based data structure that form a completely binary tree. ठीक है, that form a completely binary tree and satisfy the heap properties. A is the parent. Let's suppose here is example as a tree. It is B. So A is the parent of B and B is the child of A. So it is works on completely binary tree, almost completely binary tree. Almost completely binary tree means all level is fill and leaf node may be accepted here. Let's suppose here the example. It is a heap tree because this is a level is fill, according to this level also fill, and this level is accepted because it is leaf node. So now I tell you about types of types of heap. Heap is two types. First one is max heap and second one is min heap. Max heap is heap which is the value of the parent node is greater than the value of child node. Means 20 is a parent and have two child, 10 and 8. Both are less than to parent. So it is a max heap. For example, this it is a 45, child is 30 and 40, both are is less than to parent. Again 30 node have child 2, 20 and 10 and both are again less as to parent. Same 40 in this node and the child is 35 and 15 and both again less to parent. So this type tree is called this type heap is called a max heap. Now second is min heap. The min heap is a heap in which the value of parent node is less than the value of child node. Let's suppose here it is a parent value is less than to child node. 6 and 7 is greater than to parent. Then again check this node and again check this node. 6 is the parent of 8 and 9. 8 and 9 is priority is highest as compared to parent node. Then again 14 and 20. 40 and 20 is greater the parent's node. Now some priority queue operations here. It is works priority queue operations. I want to tell you the some operation on a on heap, mix heap and min heap. The common operation we can perform on the priority queue like insertion, deletions and peak. And let's see check to maintain the data structure. Insert the element. If you want to insert a element in heap, then how? Let's suppose we take an example here 20, 17, 16. First of all tell you which type heap, min and max. 20 greater than child, 17 greater than child, 16 greater than this number abhi remove this child. So so it is max heap, maximum या max heap. Okay, now you want to insert any number, you want to insert any number in given tree like 18. So you want to insert it here. Okay, you want to insert 18. Now check condition is fulfill max heap or not. According to this portion, 18 is greater than 16. This is wrong. Now move to this direction. Means now 18 is here or 16 is here. Okay. So now check again. This process moving to up to down and down to up is called a heapify. 20, 17, 18. Now check again. It is greater from child. Yes. It is greater from their child. Yes. And this is greater than from their child. Yes. So it is a proper max heap or insertion operation is here. Now second one is deletion. If you want to delete here, so you cannot delete any node from given tree. First of all check it is what? It is ACBT. What is ACBT? Almost complete binary tree. If almost complete binary tree condition is fulfilled, then you delete. So can you delete this? Can you delete this? No. Can you delete this? No. Because if you delete this 15 number, then this condition is not fulfilled. That condition and that situation, this tree is not a heap tree. Not mix max, it is not a heap tree. So you only delete some specified node. First of all, you delete lowest number, left side number you can delete. If you want to delete 16, then you can easily delete. Now your tree is 20, 17, 18, 15, 14, 13 and 16 is delete. And now check it is fulfill the ACBT. Yes, ACBT is this ki all level is fill and again left fill, then right left fill. So it is a max heap and you can easily this check. Again you want to delete 20. You want to delete 20, then you can. Then you can delete, but there some condition is occur. First one is there is no parent node and it is not a tree because there is a two subtree. So check again lower according to lowest level and rightmost part is move to header point. This is move to 18, 13, move to 13, then 17, 15, here 14, 18 and this 13 is moved to above. Okay, so condition is fulfilled. 13 it is a max heap na. 13 is not a max heap because parent is not a greater to child. So here use again heapify operations. 18 is there and 13 is here. So now this tree is a heap tree, max heap tree after deletion. Now priority queue, some so same thing, priority queue, some operation removing the minimum element from priority queue. As you know that the max have minimum element is the root, so which when we remove the root node, it is create the empty slot, and the last inserted element will be added in this empty slot. Then this element is compared with the child node, left child and right child, and swap to again smaller to smaller of to 2. If keep moving down the tree until the heap priority is restored. They are the some application of priority queue. Priority queue the priority queue application, priority is it is use the Dijkstra algorithm, and it is use Prim's algorithm, and also use the data compression techniques like a Hoffman coding technique, and it is use a heap sort, and also some application is this, it is used in operating system like a scheduling, load balancing, and the encrypting handling. So thank you so much, and next part of this session we will discuss the next